Hello, Milky Friends. It's MelkStehul here. I hope you have had an amazing week. Personally, it was a very long one for me, so I am definitely looking forward to the weekend when I will be able to dedicate some serious time to Idle Heroes and creating more videos for you guys. I'm still undecided about whether or not I should do some summons. I don't really want any Nakia copies or Nakai copies. Uh, I don't think she's that great a hero. I hear that she's very good for PvE. But yeah, I'm just not interested in her. But I do need the content for the channel. So I might do 100 or so subscriptions. Still undecided, still thinking about it. Today I'm here to talk to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart. And that is my guild. I'm going to give you an overview of my guild and what it's like to be in basically the top guild on the server. So the guild I'm in is called Megalodon, and it's a great guild. There's basically a Megalodon main guild and the Megalodon sister guild, or number two. We're basically more or less evenly matched in terms of power, but the main team is just slightly more powerful than us. The main reason why I like my guard is not the fact that we're on top and we've basically locked down all the competition. It's the fact that we're a great bunch of guys. And I'm not saying that just to boast and say, oh, look at my guard, look how great we are. Or the fact that they're basically 90% of my subscribers. The 10% that haven't subscribed, I know where you live. The main reason why I love Megalodon is the fact that we're so social. We share a lot of things, not just in terms of the game, but also a lot from our lives. So, for example, I didn't know that you could spend $3,000 on a fish pump. There was a guy on our guard that when he said, I'm going to spend $3,000 on a skimmer, I thought, great, that's a cheap boat. When he showed us a picture, a skimmer, guys, it's not a boat, it's a fucking fish pump. I didn't know they could go up to that price. And it wasn't even a new fish pump. It was a second-hand fish pump. But this guy's madly in love with aquariums. And it was important to have a really, really decent fish pump. I was told that this was the Ferrari of fish pumps. And when I saw the picture, it was beautiful. So that's the main reason why I like my guild so much. And I think that applies to most games in general or that you play. It's nice playing alone, but it's even better sharing that experience. And certainly with this guild, I have that. I feel a sense of community, and I'm genuinely appreciative of everyone that's in there and the banter that we do have. So that's about Megalodon. And if you want to join in with the banter, because you might not necessarily be on a server, or if you just want to send us some hate because you're one of the poor ones that we farm, then I'm going to leave a link to our Discord channel below. So that's my guild. So then you're probably asking, well, what is it like being part of the most powerful guild on your server? To be honest, it's kind of boring now. Simply because we've locked down the competition, for one. And secondly, because we've locked down the competition and we can't attack each other, which is the second thing. The rule is, if you're in our guild, you can't attack each other. There's not really much you can do. I mean, the whole point of Arena, Crystal Crown League, Trial of the Champions, Free Team Up Arena, it's the fact that there's some competitive tension and there's some battles going back and forth. But you look at the Crystal Crown League, spots 1 to 10 is basically Meg, which is short for Megalodon. That's us. From 11 to 20, that's basically us, except for Origin Earth, the one holdout who I'm sure one day will eventually succumb and join us, because he's probably getting tired of being farmed by our top players. Because I'll tell you what, guys, Miles, Too Easy, Mickey, and Zabel, they actually came from other clans when we merged servers. They were part of probably their top clans before the server merged. But now they're basically with us. Probably because they were tired of getting farmed. And Origin Earth, the one holdout, you're coming over. As much as I don't want to see him come over, because that just means I have less people to milk, he'll probably come over. So if you look at the top 20, 25, it's basically Megalodon. So it's kind of boring now, to be honest. There's very little competition. So VIP, I now is my target. He and I trade out, we farm. Envious, he and I trade out, we farm each other. Yeah. So it's kind of boring. There's very little competition now because all the competition is concentrated. Not the competition. All the players that I could duel with are concentrated in the top 15, 20 now, and I can't attack them. I used to actually attack Mickey a lot. He used to farm me a lot. I used to really hate Mickey. But he came over and I couldn't farm him anymore. So that was quite... when the day came over, I was very upset. So that's the Crystal Crown League. Similar story for Trial of the Champion. The season's just reset, so you're not going to see us all dominating the top 10. But after 53 hours towards the end of the season, rest assured, it'll be dominated by Meg. It's a similar story. I'm ranked 142 right now because I'm waiting for the monthly reset tomorrow. I don't want to waste my arena tickets. But come season end, we'll be at the top. Free team up arena. Guess how many slots Megalodon dominates in the top 10? Effectively, all of them. Look at this. Megalodon, 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 Megalodon. Meg champs are imposters. So we farm them strategically and relentlessly because they're imposters. But you'll see the top 10, basically us. And so one of the neat things about being the top guard that I guess is not available to other guard is the fact that we actually have this system where we help people get the number one spot. Because as you know, if you come in, I think if you place in the top 10, the prize is basically a ribbon. So you get a ribbon in your... Where do you get the ribbon? I think it's an avatar where you get the ribbon. So if you're on an avatar... How do you change your avatar? There we go. Your special avatar. You basically get one of these ribbons, right? You get either that one or some other one. But I don't have the one for number one. And so, guys, we have a system where effectively a list. And every week we rotate who gets first place. So that's one of the nice things about being in a top guard where you basically lock down the competition. You can help people get first place. And so I think that's one of the pleasant things about our guard is the fact that we share accolades and rewards. The other thing that we share is obviously in Guard Wars. Because we have two guards on the server, we basically trade out in terms of who wins Guard Wars. Well, we actually don't. So we have an agreement. Basically, Guard Wars, as you know, is broken down into two phases. One is the weekly competition. And so there we've structured it in such a way that we come 1 and 2. Simply because we don't, in the first part, where you come basically dictates which bracket you fall into for the second part of the competition. So the final 8 competition is the second part of Guard Wars. And so by finishing 1 and 2, we won't be on the same side of the bracket, meaning in the grand final, basically we'll be 1 and 2 again. So we've basically structured that and we've got it down to a fine T now. And so I'm sure every other guard hates us now on this server, but guys, we've rigged it in such a way that we have the competition locked down. We share the spoilage from Guard Wars, and we share who comes first in free team up arena. So, perks of being in the top guard or the top 2 guards on your server is the fact that you get to share Guard War and who comes first in free team up arena. And obviously, we also help each other out in terms of the Crystal Crown League. If someone is farming or picking on someone relentlessly, one of our top players will actually help out and farm that individual all the way back down. So there's a lot of camaraderie, and I think that's a great part. But by that same token, because we've locked down competition, it's quite boring. And so really, that's it in terms of my guard. Great bunch of folks, very equitable, very egalitarian, which Australians love. And in terms of competition, it's a bit boring. I don't know if it's like this on other servers where basically everyone's congregated to the top guard and that top guard keeps dominating week on week to the point where there's no real competition and it's a bit boring, or whether or not on other servers, competition is actually still a bit distributed amongst, I guess, the top 4 to 8 guilds, and there's a bit of strategy involved in terms of battles. Certainly for our guild, as you can see, that's not the case. Before I sign off, I'd just like to give a big shout out to the mastermind behind Megalodon, and that individual is called Megalodon. Not Megalodon, that's our guild. That individual is called, where is he? He switches between Megalodon Senior and Megalodon Junior. So basically, you shall not pass. Big shout out to him. His normal name is Sick, but he's changed it for Brave Trial reasons. So on Discord, we were talking about Brave Trial and how the fact that there were some hard nodes with some players that it was just impossible to beat. And so You Shall Not Pass, as he is now known, is one of those players. And so he's changed his name basically to hang shit on players that have a hard time passing him. And so that's quite funny. But basically, yeah, You Shall Not Pass is the mastermind behind creating these 2 Megalodon clans. We should really be called Whalodons, because he's effectively recruited all the whales on our server and he's concentrated power. It's a great thing. He keeps us organized. Big shout out to you, Sick. Love what you do and have done for us. Really appreciate it. That's really it from me, guys. That's what it's like to be in the top guard. And that's a little bit more about Megalodon. Like I said, if you want to join us and just be part of our community, please feel free to join the lounge on our Discord channel. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video, and please do subscribe. It does help me out greatly. Hope you have a great weekend, and thanks for watching.